I think there's a subtlety to this, a nuance to this that we are not catching and we should be attentive to. What happens with the course of this piece of legislation is we interrupt the positive interactions between employee and employer. And let me speak to this as an entrepreneur of almost 30 years, more than half a dozen companies over, close to 3 decades. In my experience, we built great teams and great businesses by interacting positively with our team members. We knew them not as a set of numbers, 16 hours or 26 hours or whatever, but as individuals. And it made us stronger as a company. It made them stronger as individuals as we connected with them and as we dealt with the specifics of their circumstance, which might far exceed a 16-hour need. But what begins to happen when we intervene and interrupt that societal conversation by forcing legislation is we turn this into a he said, she said, a this against that, one side looking at compliance and what I have to do to comply, and another side looking at entitlements and what am I entitled to. And it interrupts that critically important interaction that we should have person to person in relationship, which creates a stronger and better society. So I rise in opposition to this on a fairly nuanced point, but I think a valid point nonetheless. We should not interrupt the positive interaction and relationship between individuals in society, because that's how we build a strong society. And that's exactly what this bill does. It interrupts that conversation and changes its tone from one of what do you need and how can I help you and how can I be a part of your life into one of what must I do because the government says and what am I entitled to because the government says. I oppose this bill for that reason.